Their preparation, which was a special Sabbath, was going to take place on a Wednesday. They had to get him off the cross. So the story wasn't finished. Those were the sayings that he said before he went into the grave. And so he put Satan to an open shame while on the cross, making those statements. But the time was nearing that they needed to get him off that cross after he says it is finished, and he gave up the ghost and he breathed, which fulfilled another statement that says, you can't take my life, I give it. And so he fulfilled another statement.
Yes.
But they get him off the cross, and then they get him in the tomb. They get him in the tomb before Wednesday starts.
Come on now.
Wednesday would have started at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. That would be the start of Wednesday. And they get him in the tomb, and the scripture says that he was in there 3 days and 3 nights.
Yes, yes.
Right? And while he was in there, he did something else victorious.
Come on now.
He went on down to hell and took some keys.
Come on now.
He snatched some keys. You're talking about you walking in victory. I just want to tell you why you're walking in victory.
Right,
He went down and he snatched some keys. He took victory over death and the grave.
Come on now.
And then the scripture says, this is what we're celebrating today. What we're celebrating today is his resurrection. Because somebody by the name of Mary Magdalene and some disciples ran down to the tomb to check him out. And they got down to the tomb and realized he wasn't there.
Right.
He wasn't there. Mary Magdalene peeked in and he ain't there. But this is the part I like. They seen his death garment still in the tomb, but he wasn't in the tomb. And so when you talk about walking in victory, Jesus came up out of the tomb. The question is, are you still walking in your death clothes? Hallelujah. Or are you walking with your death clothes? Because you come out of the tomb. See, coming out of the tomb is a positional statement, right? You know how we talk about it. It's a positional statement. But the actuality is we're walking in the earth right now, right? In reality, right? And stuff is happening right now in reality, right? And we got to die to self, right? And so Jesus died to self. But he made a statement about us when he came out of the grave that says that if you get baptized, then you will die with me and you'll be risen with me. So a positional statement is I have risen with Christ. But an actual statement is I'm walking in this earth, right? And so I got to walk this thing out, right? I got to prove to you that I've risen from the dead.
Come on.
Come on. I got to prove to you that I've risen from the dead. I got to prove to you the statement that God made about me.
Come on, Pastor. Come on. Right.
Do I have to? Abraham had to prove the statement that God made about him. So we got to prove the statement that he made about us. He says you're walking in victory. That's a positional statement. You got to prove it.
Prove it.
Now, when stuff come your way, step up and say, here I am.
Come on.
Come on, walk it out.
Come on.
Don't run from it, walk it out. Come on. In order for it to become our reality, it's got to take place in our mind.
Yes.
Because your reality is what's in your mind. And so if I believe that I'm walking in victory, there's nothing you can do that's going to bring me out of that. Right?
Yes.
Jesus came up out of that tomb.
That's right.
When they looked, he wasn't there.
Right.
And then a little while later, he spent a little time and told Mary Magdalene, don't touch me yet, because I ain't went to see my father.
Right.
So you can see me, but don't touch me. Right? And so she goes away, and a week later, he appears back, right? Because he had been with his father. He had ascended. He had went on into the Holy of Holies. I'm going to be done with this real quick. He had went on into the Holy. See, he went down to the grave. He snatched some keys and some authority. A positional statement about me is that I am not bound by the grave. And I am not bound by sin and death. You hear what I'm saying? I'm not bound by that. That's my positional statement. That's a positional statement he made about me. Right? And so he came out and I grabbed hold to that. I got to get my mind wrapped around that, don't I? I got to walk in that, don't I? But this is something else I got to get my mind wrapped around. See, not only did he snatch the keys and come on up with all power, but when he left here and went up into heaven, he took his blood.
Yes, he did.
He wasn't finished, y'all. See, we finish at the cross sometimes, but he wasn't finished. He came off the cross, went into the grave, and ascended on up into heaven. Up there with his father. He went to the Holy of Holies.
Come on.
And he took his blood. And he sprinkled, I'm going to speak for myself, y'all got to speak for yourself. And he sprinkled it on my consciousness.
Come on, Pastor.
And because he sprinkled it on my consciousness, guess what? I don't have an awareness of sin in my life.
Come on, man.
Huh? Y'all didn't get that. Can I say that again? Huh? See, look, positional. See, we can't walk in. Positional statement. This is what Hebrews said. He went up and he sprinkled his blood upon our consciousness, that we would not have a sin conscience anymore. Juan had already told you that when they went in and they sacrificed the bullocks and stuff, that if they messed up, they had to go do it again. But Jesus says, I'm going to do something they couldn't do. I'm going to take some perfect blood, and I'm going to sprinkle it upon your consciousness so that you don't have a sin consciousness. So you won't be running around here talking about, I'm a sinner saved by grace. Hallelujah. You'll be walking around talking about, I once was a sinner, but now I'm saved by grace. I can walk in the victory because I can take hope to the positional statement that I am a son of God.
Yeah.